So by now you've got the attention of the key influencers in your niche by putting out a bit of ego bait. You may have also then done a bit of research on which are the most popular posts and you want to model the success of them. Now a form of content that you can put out is an infographic, and really what you want to do here is create a visual resource that people want to link to. So in this lecture what I want to show you is what is an infographic, show you some examples of really good ones, and then explain how do you get links from infographics, how do they attract links, and then finally I'm going to show you a couple of online tools in order for you to build your own infographics so you can attract links to them. So let's look at a couple of examples of infographics so you can get a sense of really how good they are as a piece of content. And what I've got here is a post that's actually like a best of list. If you remember, this is one of the strategies that you can use to get the attention of the key influencers or just create a piece of content yourself. So this guy has basically just compiled a lot of the best infographics, and as you can see, this page itself has attracted over 99 links. So, I mean, this is a great example of the best of strategy. He hasn't created any of these infographics, but he's put them together in a best of list. So, great example there of that piece of content. So, let's have a look at, so basically, these infographics are just visual representations of information, usually quite a lot of information that's hard to understand quickly by reading it, but easily understood visually. So let's have a quick look at these. So the history of search, for example. This is great just to see all the companies that were involved in search engines getting started. You can see very easily that Google came in quite late, 6 years after the first search engines were there, and have really remained then the dominant search engine since then. Let's have a look. Here's a good one, visual guide to SEO. So a lot of the stuff we talked about in the course here summed up very quickly in a lot of different slides here, basically, and infographics. So social media, the history of it here. Google's long history of forays into social media. So these are all maybe the things that they've launched that haven't been successful or have been successful. And it's just a great visual timeline, very easy to consume this piece of content, and much easier than just reading it. So what I wanted to show you then is, well, how do you actually get links from something like this? So this is another example of an infographic, a pretty huge one here from onbounce.com. And as you can see at the bottom of the infographic here, you can embed this infographic into your site. So you could embed this into a page on your site, write your own notes about it, and that's counted as a link back to the site. The other way then is just actually people linking to the page that this infographic is on. So you can see that there's over 700 links for this particular page, which is a huge amount of links for one piece of content. Obviously they put a lot of work into this, but there's great return on this investment if you're willing to make it. So let's have a look at how can you make these infographics yourself then. So what I'm going to show you here is a couple of online tools that you can use for free, and essentially they're like drag and drop. So they have templates, and you can just drop in your images, drop in your text, and create infographics very quickly. You can also then generate that embed code that other people can put into their site. So I think I'll just direct you to maybe watch this video. Pictochart is one of my favorite ones, gives a very good explanation over how it works, but Pictochart is a great option. Another option is visual.ly, and the third option that I'm going to give you is Infogram. This can be particularly good for charts. So it's very quick to get up and running on these and create a visual resource that's going to attract links from your audience.